Awesome. Well, welcome everyone to the Fremont Debate Academy's sixth annual 2026 International Tournament. Super excited to see all of you. It's going to be a really, really great time. And thank you all for being here early morning. All right, cool. So just to introduce a bit about Fremont Debate Academy and the tournament, Fremont Debate Academy's mission is to create a debate and civics program in every school and every district across the world. And over the past 11 to 12 years, we've run programs in 19 states, 8 countries, taught over 8,200 students, and the volunteer team of around 200 people every year has logged over 50,000 volunteer hours. So this is quite a big family, and to all of you, wherever you're dialing in from, welcome to the FDA family. We're really excited to have all of you. Today we have teams from a variety of different locations, right? So obviously have a lot of teams from Fremont, California, where our nonprofit is based off from. But then we also have programs from many regions. So this year we have programs competing in this tournament from Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, North Oregon, Washington State. We also have our East Bay Debate League affiliated programs that a lot of our teams compete with, a few teams from there. And then in the past, we've also had programs run from Broward County as well. And so thank you all for dialing in. It's going to be a really great tournament. And today we have around 110 FDA teams competing, which is obviously close to one of our largest tournaments yet. And I know all of you have been working hard throughout the year and in previous programs to prepare for this tournament. So it's going to go really well. Awesome. Before anything, please follow us on social media. If you have social media, so you can check out our Facebook page, you can check our Instagram page, you can also check our YouTube channel. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel to get updates. If you don't have social media, that's completely fine, but please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. And you can learn more about the nonprofit on fremontdebateacademy.org. Awesome, cool. So today we're going to be having two topics. The novice round, so novice fourth to fifth grade and novice sixth to eighth grade, are going to be debating on the U.S. voting age should be lowered to 16. And then for advanced, you're going to be debating the US should implement a universal basic income. So these are the two topics. You should be prepared already. We're going to be starting the first round in 10 minutes. So if in case you're not prepared or you haven't shared your contentions with your teammates or your teammates haven't been working together, now's the time. You have 10 minutes until the round starts. Make sure that both the teammates know exactly what's going on. And make sure you have plans and contentions ready for both sides, right? In some rounds, you're going to be proposition. In some rounds, you're going to be opposition. You don't know. We're going to randomize it, right? So please, please, please make sure that you're prepared for both sides. You don't want to be going into a round and saying, actually, I didn't prepare for one side. That won't be an option. You'll automatically lose the debate, right? So ideally, all of you should be working on one Google Doc that has all your contentions for proposition, all your contentions for opposition. And this is completely randomized. Okay, so the proposition and opposition is completely randomized. Cool. Some tournament specific logistics. All cameras must be on. So everyone's cameras must be on when talking. Everybody should be muted when not talking. There's no prep time. So once the round starts, it starts. And there's no time between speeches. You got to just keep going, right? We have a long tournament and we don't want to be running late. Also, you can communicate and discuss with your teammates in a group chat. So I would recommend Google group chat or Zoom group chat or Discord or anything other platform that you use. Make sure you be talking with your teammates so that you can discuss like, hey, no, we should refute like this, or make sure to say this, or something like that, right? There's no recording or screenshotting of debates. This is a really hard rule. If we learn that someone's doing this, it's an automatic forfeit. And spectators, so let's say your parents or friends want to watch, they're only allowed if everyone else in the Zoom room agrees. So, for example, let's say that one kid is not okay, one teammate is not okay with you actually going and having spectators watching, then unfortunately we will not be allowing spectators. So both teams, all kids have to be okay with that. Cool. Teams can either have two or three people. You should be knowing this by now. And so in two-person teams, the first person generally gives the first and last speech, right? And the second person will just give the second speech. Now, some of you have been asking whether one speaker can give the second and third speech. This is okay, but generally we strongly recommend the first and third to be the same speaker if you have a two-person team, okay? If a teammate doesn't show up, they basically get zero speaker points. So you're not going to get a speaker award, and you're probably not going to be reaching semifinals and finals if a teammate doesn't show up. So please, please, please make sure that all teammates show up for all rounds. It is not optional, especially for rounds 1 to 3. And then for those of you who make the semifinals and finals, I hope all of you are going to be there for sure. Communicate with your teammates throughout the tournament. You have their contact information, you have their parent email, many of you have your phone numbers. Make sure you're in touch. No one should ever leave their Zoom room, even during lunchtime, right? If you have to leave, just keep your Zoom on. No one should ever leave the Zoom room. You have to be in the Zoom throughout the tournament and be chatting with the room coordinators. And let the individual managing your room know if you're not able to contact your teammate for some reason. We have everyone's number. We'll call them and make sure that they're on track. So please, everyone, stay on the Zoom room until the end of round 3 at least. All right, cool. So now I'm just gonna quickly show the tab room. We have a live doc. I think all of you guys can see the live doc, and as long as you're in the Zoom room, you'll be okay. So let's go to tab room. So if you go to tab room here, what you'll see is that here is kind of the tournament landing page. So you'll see all the rules I shared. You'll see like a template that hopefully you've used to create your contentions, right? Hopefully everyone's been using this. You'll see the YouTube channel, so please click on it and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you have any questions, like anything comes up during the tournament, you can ask the room coordinator. But if there's something you want to say in private, you can fill out this contact form. This has the schedule as well, and it has it in all the time zones. So for those of you dialing from different areas and different states, please check out the time zones. And it has everything you need. So what's going to happen is that in around 10 minutes or so, it's going to have a tab called pairings. And when you see pairings, then you'll be able to actually see who is debating who. So maybe I can pull up last year's tournament, and let's see if I can show you all an example. So here's last year's tournament. If you go to pairings, you can see over here, like let's go to novice 4 to 5 and go to round 1. You'll be able to see who's debating who and who the judge is, and then what breakout room you're going to be in. So A1, A2, A3, and your rooms will be opening breakout rooms. And so for novice 6 to 8, it will be B1, B2, advanced 3 to 4 to 5, it will be C1, C2, and advanced 6 to 8, it will be like D1, D2, etc. Right? And so make sure to do this and look at this, and you can go to the pairings tabs. It won't show up in this year's tournament yet, but it'll show up once the rounds start. And you won't know who you're debating for the next round until this round finishes. Okay? If you have any questions, you can always ask the room coordinator. And let us know if the judge doesn't show up, by the way. If the judge doesn't show up, you should ask the room coordinator to actually help you figure that out. Cool. Let's go back to the slides then. Cool. Let's talk a bit about MSPDP debate format. So today we're going to be using the middle school public debate program, right? Hopefully all of you are aware about this right now. There's 3 people on each side. Prop 1 goes first, then op 1, then prop 2, then op 2, then op 3, then prop 3. And each speech is 5 minutes long. You have up to 5 minutes. Hopefully you can speak close to 5 minutes. If not, that's fine as well, but you should try to speak to 5 minutes as possible. You're allowed like 10 to 15 seconds maybe after, but no more than that to wrap up your thought, right? You cannot be speaking for like 5 minutes, 30 seconds. POIs are encouraged. So what POIs are, point of information. POIs are basically a situation where between minutes 2 to 4 in prop 1, op 1, prop 2, and op 2, you're allowed to unmute yourself and just say POI. And you can ask a question or say something that against what the opponents are saying. And your opponent, the person who's speaking, can say, no, I don't want to take this POI at this moment, or I'll take it later. But POIs are encouraged. It makes the debates a lot more interactive. Okay? You can check the rules for POIs on this link over here. I'll just share. If you go over here, you can go to the tab room and you click a summary tab. You can see the rules for POIs down over here. So if in case you don't know POIs, you can do it here. You can check it out here, and otherwise you can ask the room coordinator. So POIs are strongly encouraged and makes the teams interactive, makes the debates interactive. And then also if you do POI, you'll likely get a higher speaker points. Heckles are not allowed in online debate. So if you don't know what a heckle is, don't worry about it, but heckles are not allowed in online debate. And then all speakers apart from proposition 1 should refute. So please, please, please make sure that you are refuting, okay? Refuting means you're disagreeing with your opponents. You're telling your opponents that like, hey, this is why you're wrong. This is why what you said is wrong. So let's say proposition 1 said something like the voting age should be lowered to 16 because it allows kids a voice in the elections. In opposition 1, you can be like, my opponent said that it gives kids the voice in elections, but these 16-year-olds aren't ready to vote yet because they haven't learned enough about the government in school, right? So you should be refuting like that. So please refute. I promise you, you will not win your debates. You will not reach semifinals and finals if you don't refute. So every speaker should refute except proposition 1 because proposition 1 has nothing to refute since they're the first speech. Make sure you counter refute as well. So you should be refuting the refutes. Refuting is the key way to win. Everybody has good contentions, but people with bad refutes or people with no refutes generally lose the debate. Cool. So really quickly, all of you should be having your contentions. Contentions are basically arguments or points where they're all the same thing, right? All of you should be having assertion, reasoning, evidence, source, and impact. That's the contention format. If you don't know the contention format, you can go to that MSPDP doc I shared earlier, and it'll show you everything. Each team should have 3 to 4 contentions. Generally, the first speaker will give 2, second speaker gives the remaining. You can change the allotment a little bit. You can change how many each are giving, but each team should have 3 to 4. Third speaker should be bringing no new contention. So third speaker should mainly be doing refutes, summary, and tool analysis, or showing why your team is a better team. Third speaker should not be bringing up any new contentions. They're not allowed to. Cool. Well, before we wrap up, I just want to tell everyone good luck. Please have fun. Regardless of how this tournament goes, all of you have done a really great job just showing up, right? For many of you, this is your very first tournament. For a couple of you, maybe you've done a few tournaments. This is just start of your journey. You know, you might continue debate when you go into middle school or when you go into high school, things become a bit more competitive. But today's goal is just to have fun and practice what you have done in your programs. All of you are going to do great. Please reach out to your Zoom room coordinator if you have questions. Do not leave your Zoom room. And remember, just take a deep breath and please stay in all your rounds, no matter how you're doing in your rounds, until the award ceremony, which is going to be happening after round 3. All right. Well, I'm signing off now, and you all are going to be doing an awesome job. Great. Thank you, everyone.